Welcome to the Manuchehri show, where energy and medicine meet. I will be your host for the next hour. I have over 19 years of healthcare experience. I began my career as an energy medicine practitioner while working as an oncology nurse at a Seattle area hospital. My skill in moving energy, combined with my medical background, have been a catalyst for change in many people's lives. I hope the next hour will be transformative for you as well. Good morning and welcome to the Marie Manuchehri show. We are live here in absolutely stunning, gorgeous skirt weather, short weather, Seattle. I mean, you just don't get to wear your shorts. Well, some guys wear shorts all the time, but you don't, Benny. You are today.
I mean, I have my moments, but currently I am, wearing them.
No, today I was looking at my closet. I'm like, it's either a dress or a skirt. And I'm just so happy I get to wear clothing that's not pants. I mean, pants you just get tired of after a while. But in the Northwest, it's too cold. You have to keep it warm.
We layer it around.
We do. I have about 5 coats in my car at all times of different weight, waterproof.
That's good. You got to keep them safe. Why are they all in there?
Because I walk Charles every day, and I usually don't walk him just around my house. I take him because I love to go walk by the water, or I take him to different, parks, and I walk for 2 to 4 miles a day with him. And it could rain one second and snow the next, or hail, or you just never know what it's going to do here. So yeah, I always have 5 cars. I have 3 pairs of shoes.
5 cars or 5 coats?
5 coats. Did I say cars?
Yeah,
I wish I had 5 cars. 5 cars would be amazing.
You're doing really well.
5 cars would be great. But no, I just have 1 car. Yeah.
So I just make sure that's clear for everyone.
Yeah. I guess I'm still recovering from my time change from
a little
being
jet lag
in Greece, just a little.
Do you have any jets too?
No jets,
okay,
but I'm working on that. I'm working on that. Yeah,
okay,
I'd love to have that. So we had such a good time. It was amazing, and of course, the village that we used and Christopher Musgrove's lovely facility and on Ciro's was amazing, and we were sold out. We had a sold out.
Great.
It was fantastic. And it was amazing. Everybody did great. And then vacation afterwards, I went to a different island. I went to Santorini last time, loved it. But I massively loved Naxos. It has this beautiful beach line they call the Planka, or the Blanca, if I'm pronouncing it correctly. And it's just this white sandy beach for a very long period of time. And all the hotels are on it. And you just get under your umbrella on your own little beautiful chair that, of course, lays down. And you just have your feet and toes in the ocean, get up and swim, lay down, get up and swim, lay down, get food, get up and swim, lay down. That's basically what I did for a week.
I'm jealous. I don't want to hear anymore because I feel like I need that too eventually. Yeah, I will.
It was incredible.
It does sound breathtaking for sure.
Yeah. Because it's just not every day that you have that much beach line to walk these days. Even when I go to Mano Island, they have signs where there's private beach. You can only walk so far. So it was so nice to just every morning walk. In fact, they would meet me with my Americano as soon as I got to my chair. Good morning, Miss Manuchehri. Here's your Americano. It was amazing.
Sweet.
Yeah. So.
Well, we missed you around here. Welcome back.
Thank you. It's lovely to be home. I miss the grandbabies. I've been watching Camilla in her swimming lessons a couple nights this week. Pretty adorable.
Just getting ready for the next trip to swim somewhere else.
Her?
I mean, yeah, you could take them on the next,
Oh, I would love to. I just can't imagine all those little kids on 9-hour flights and then landing, in Amsterdam.
Parents are 4.
Yeah, this is true. But I don't think they are ready for that either.
You can just hang with them for a little bit and give them right back. That's what grandparents do.
Well, I know that Mariam, that's Camilla's mom, my oldest, who obviously her husband, my son-in-law, his family lives in Panama, a lot of his family. So they're going to go there for that after Christmas.
Cool.
I might go join them. I haven't told them yet, but Mimi might just come and crash land in Panama and hang out with them.
You just have to decide one of your cars.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Drive down.
Yeah.
You can drive down or fly down.
No, you have to fly to Panama.
You can drive if you want.
No, you can't. It's like you have to fly from Florida. It's an island.
I mean, that's hearsay. You can if you really, really want to.
Okay. All right.
Or take a boat.
Okay.
Get your cruise ship.
Probably could. I would. Yeah, that would be fun.
Santa Monica. It's
Yeah,
right
and I
there,
think
too.
it's pretty far. You
Okay,
know,
all
it's like
right.
it's a several hour flight from Florida. So yeah.
We'll think about that one.
Okay.
All right. Well, let's open up these phone lines 877-825-8828 for the Marie Manuchehri Show. She's back and she's ready for you. And we'll take looks like Amy to start things off from San Diego. Hi, Amy.
Hi, Amy.
Hi.
Hi. How are you?
Oh, I got the COVID. Help.
Oh, I'm so
so
sorry. I'm so sorry. So, how long have you been sick?
Since Friday, I got tested.
And are you vaccinated or unvaccinated?
Unvaccinated.
Okay, that makes it harder. I'm so sorry. So, what I would love for you to do is to make sure you're taking some zinc, because I think zinc is the holy grail when it comes to COVID. I know that sounds weird, but don't take too much either. Like, I wouldn't take more than 40 milligrams, and I'm not a naturopath. So, if you have a naturopath, I would ask for their advice, but I would take it every day. Who knows? Maybe they would want you to titrate at a higher dose right now that you're sick.
Take what?
Zinc. Zinc.
Yeah, zinc. I have zinc for cholinate, yes.
Yeah. But how much milligrams are you taking? Because sometimes when it's added in like a multivitamin, it's not very much. So how much do you?
You know, it's separate. I have to pull it out.
Oh, good. That's good. I'm sure it's good.
Stuff.
Yeah. And here's the great news. You're going to be great. You're going to recover from this and you're going to be wonderful.
Oh, I'm devastated.
Why?
I live in a house because I moved to my Rosh Hashanah. I want to move out, and
I know, but you're just
I'm angry.
But don't be angry. You know, a big part of manifesting is actually appreciating whatever's going on in your life, no matter what it is. That's a huge aspect of manifesting, like huge, huge, huge. So I want you to take this time to rest and appreciate that you have a beautiful, healthy body and that you are recovering. You're not in a hospital. This is amazing. Think of this as an opportunity. Anytime something weird happens in my life and my mind doesn't like it, because our authentic self is always fine, always happy, always connected, always feeling lovely. But whenever my mind's like, I can't believe this is happening, I go, oh, there's my opportunity to shift my energy, change my perception so that I can have a completely different experience. So this is your opportunity. Don't be mad at yourself. I'm sure you did everything you could not to catch this highly contagious strain of COVID. Right?
Right on. Yeah, absolutely.
So, and your body's healthy. You're at home. Your blood oxygenation rate is lovely. So I think you should just enjoy this time. Nothing bad is going to happen. You're not going to lose anything. Just enjoy this. You will heal faster if you can appreciate what's going on in your life.
I'll listen to all your replays.
Okay, yeah.
Great idea.
Some people actually do that, which is so adorable. I've never listened to a show ever, which I probably should. I'd probably be better.
I have to because it repeats on Tuesdays.
Right.
So fun.
Oh yeah, they're amazing. I love hearing myself. I'm just kidding.
Apparently, I'd have that same joy.
I'm kidding.
Hey, do you see a time when this will be out of me?
Yeah, I mean, typically, well, of course, for vaccinated people, it's usually within 10 days. And of course, everyone's different because even some vaccinated people can have a more challenging time. So it happened on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I think another week and you're feeling a lot better.
Okay.
Okay, so enjoy this time in your life. It's happening for multiple reasons. Because even when things happen that we don't want to have happen, there's good reasons why they're happening too. So even get curious about that. What if there's some incredible good reasons that I'm resting right now? No, I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. Okay, you're welcome. You're welcome. Have a beautiful day in San Diego.
Okay, bye-bye. Thanks, everyone.
Yeah,
thanks,
bye-bye.
Amy, for joining us from San Diego. 877-825-8828 for the Manuchehri Show. We'll take now Machi calling in from New York. Hi, Machi.
Hi, Machi.
Hi, you guys.
I know you.
We know you.
Yes.
Oh, it's so nice to talk to you, and I'm so glad you had a good trip. I saw you.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it was amazing. Just teleport me to Plonka, and I can go back to my chair. But no, I'm happy to be home too. It was lovely. So, what can I do for you?
Oh well, I guess I don't know why, but I get so giddy when I call. I can hardly breathe. But I think I just need to. I've started an energy practice, but I've started it, and interesting things always sort of stop me in my tracks, and I get thrown off for a couple of months, and I start again. I work hard at keeping my vibration high.
I know.
And
You do.
I
But
just
you're going to
can't tell if I should just
no. No. I don't want you to drop
go
it.
to get a job with a phone
No.
company or something.
No,
you know?
but that's so cute. Which reminds me, like, and some of our listeners are too young for visual that's in my head. All those cute phone operators on their little chairs with this black strings. They had to like punch holes and have these cute headphones on. Adorable.
Yes.
So no, but, and this is your practice. You have to start saying no to other people's needs, because and as a healer, you have to actually learn to say no anyway, because you don't want to give all your energy to your clients. You want to channel universal life force energy into your clients. So what pulls you off your track, you need to ignore it. Whatever, no matter what it is, you're going to have to ignore it.
Okay.
That's going to be huge for you. You should see you. It's like you got grounded very quickly as soon as you heard that piece.
Yeah,
you got really
did.
grounded. It's nope.
Yeah, I think I just need to hang around with you guys.
Yeah, exactly. We say no a lot. I mean, in the office, we get a lot of opportunities and a lot of requests, and I choose the things that bring me joy. As honestly.
Okay.
Yeah. So
okay.
no.
No. Okay, so you perhaps are seeing that I'm on the right path.
I think you're on the right track. I don't think we know the whole ins and outs of what it's going to look like, because we never do anyway. But I think you're on the right track, and you need to learn to say no and maintain your vibration. Okay. All right. Well, sorry to all your friends and neighbors, because now you're going to stop taking care of them. Okay. And family members. No. Okay.
Okay. Love you.
I love you too. Have a great day in New York. Bye-bye.
I kind of want to just double check and ask her what word were we looking for again? No. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's stick with that.
It's a great word. It is yes. Yeah.
Statement.
Right.
It's a big statement for some people. I've learned to use it a little bit more often now too.
Oh, I know you have. I'm very happy for you.
Let's see. No, Marie. Oh, look, I did it again.
Not with me. No, not with me.
I know what you mean there.
Yeah.
877-825-8828 for the Marie Manuchehri Show. We'll take one more before our first break of the hour. I know. There's the no again. D, and she's calling in, or he. I can't really tell from this. From outside Boston. D, hello.
Hi,
D.
Welcome
How
to the show.
you?
Yeah.
Thank you. I have a question about my intuition, and I want you to relax and let go more.
Right.
But do you have any specific tips? Because I'm going to be doing a week-long meditation, and I really want to connect
with your insight. So my favorite tip is to get out of your head, and that means rest in the lower half of your body. And I mean resting, like really feel your feet, even wiggle your toes. Sometimes when I'm asking an intuitive question and it's highly personal and I have a desired outcome, which intuitives, what we need to do always is detach. But when it comes to my own life or our own lives, sometimes that can challenge you. And I'll even push my feet a little bit further into the carpet or the flooring, just to, not to cause any pain, but just to distract myself so that I really focus on my feet. You want to clear the brain as much as possible. I'm also a huge fan of Qigong these days, which we'll be talking about when we come back from commercial break. Even if you could do a few moments of Qigong every day, I mean, 20 minutes would be ideal, but even 5-10 minutes, that'll help you get out of your brain and calm down your autonomic system so that you can be more present for your multisensory awareness.
Great. Are there any urgent messages?
For you? No, but they're very excited that you are finally devoted. Finally, they underline the word finally. Devoted to connecting to yourself and using your insight. You have a beautiful third eye. Drew it out. It's gorgeous. You're taking lots of energy into the vortex. And you're actually taking energy everywhere. I don't see a leak. But you've been hiding yourself and also doing things that make you happy. And so you're thrilled that you are finally devoted to you. and your future unravelings, which will always be fantastic.
Thank you so much. That's a beautiful message.
Oh,
I really
good.
appreciate
You're
it.
welcome. Have a beautiful day.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Steve, for joining us from outside of Boston. That went quicker than I thought. So why don't we do one more?
Okay, great. One more.
We can do that. Let me scroll up here to make sure I didn't lose my caller. And it will be Sarah from Elizabethtown, Pennsylvania.
Wow. Hello, Sarah.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I can hear you. Perfect. What can I do for you?
Oh, thank you so much. I was looking for a general energy reading. I don't really know what's going on, in my body energetically. And I just wanted to offer the little bit of context that I had a lot of exciting, happy changes in my life recently. So I feel a little depleted, but I feel it's because I'm a high-strung person who is not very resilient to even happy, light stress.
Well, even happy stuff is, it can be a little challenging for humans, not because it really is. It's because humans spend so much time in their brains, and the brain actually can't give us the information that we're wanting. So most of the time, the information that we're receiving and making life choices on is false information. It's not helpful. Your energy is fantastic. You have a tiny leak, as almost everyone that I see today does, in their second chakra. I think it is kind of COVID related. Just like, do I wear a mask still? Do I do that? Do I get a shot? Do I get another shot? Just what kind of stuff. So you have some little annoying thing. You have a small leak in there, but the rest of your chakras look great. I think you need to stop listening to your brain when it tells you that you're stressed out about something. I don't believe you are. So let's stop believing in what your mind is telling you. I don't listen to my brain as much as possible. I do not listen to it at all, unless I'm doing something logical, like, do I want decaffeinated Earl Grey tea, which is what I'm having today, or English, I guess I'm having today, or do I want a decaf Americano? You have to make little logical decisions, like transferring funds, putting the right gas in your car, putting an address into your navigation system. That's the only thing the brain was created to do, and nothing more than that. So everything else that it's giving you information on is not something you can trust. It's not accurate. It's a lie.
So I think I want to be more skeptical then, because I feel it's like I'm feeling central, like nervous, so nervous is excitation. And I'm like, oh, this is happy, but I didn't know, wound up. And then I struggle.
But it's from the brain. So yeah, I'm not disagreeing that your system could be, your central nervous system could be active. It's because of your mind. So if you can stop listening to it, just go, is that really true? I wonder, which is a great question. Or just rest in the lower half of your body, then that's going to calm down your central nervous system.
Okay.
So don't listen to your brain. It doesn't know. And there's nothing wrong with it. Everyone's brain is perfect, but people are using it in a way that wasn't created to be used. Kind of like if I were to use my cell phone as a spoon, I could get it to work a little bit, but not really. It's not efficient. It's not an effective way to eat food, right?
Exactly.
Okay. All right. So, and congratulations for all the happy and wonderful things that are happening in your body.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I credit your guidance with a lot.
Oh, that's extremely kind. Oh, but congratulations. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
Have a great day. Bye-bye.
You too.
Thank you.
Bye.
I will. I'm wearing a skirt. It's warm enough out here. I'm so excited.
877-825-8228 for the Marie Manuchehri Show. We're going to take our first break of the hour. We'll be right back with more from Marie.
How can Marie Manuchehri help you create a better life? Check out her event page. Attend a workshop. Working with Marie is a life-changing experience. If you want to find an effective way to make significant improvements in your life, sign up for a class today at energyintuitive.com.
Have something important to say? Want to improve our world? Need to promote your business uniquely and effectively? KKNW is the answer. Our staff helps broadcasters and podcasters create professional sounding audio. Bring your talent and let our experts help you craft a radio show or podcast that best delivers your message. Learn more at 1150kknw.com. That's 1150kknw.com. KKNW, talk variety that's live and local.
COVID-19 is a severe lung infection. Trust the American Lung Association for science-based public health information, especially for the 36 million Americans who live with lung disease. We have resources to protect your lung health, access expertise from medical professionals, and peer-to-peer support through our online communities. Visit lung.org for daily updates or call 1-800-LUNG-USA.
The Marie Manuchehri Show is streamed live over the internet. So if you have friends or family members living outside of the Seattle area, wanting answers to life's questions, encourage them to listen to the show and to call into the show to talk with Marie. If you are interested in receiving guidance on an issue in your life, call Marie locally at 425-373-5527 or toll free at 1-877-825-8828 for her insight into your situation.
Alternative Talk 1150. It's good for what ails you. This statement has not been evaluated by the FDA.
And welcome back to the Marie Manuchehri Show. We are live here in gorgeous Seattle. You definitely want to come visit Seattle. It's a really beautiful
Just
July.
visit, don't stay.
Yeah, but we don't want the housing
We're
market
full.
to go any more crazy.
I'm going to take advantage of it.
I know you are. I mean, luckily it's slowing down just a tad, so that people can actually go visit a house, maybe have it inspected. Because there's a home in my neighborhood that's been on the market for like 3 weeks, which is unheard of recently, right? Yeah. So at any rate, so the one of the fun things about teaching in Greece this year is I usually when I do a retreat, this was my third international, and then I taught one in Hawaii retreat. I always hire a yoga teacher to come and help. 1 year, Lisa, my assistant, she finished yoga teacher training, so I used her. She was great. She was fabulous. But we couldn't find a yoga teacher who could travel, and on Greece, they didn't really offer anyone, because once I had someone locally when I was in Hawaii, and actually when I was in Spain. So I decided to do something that I've been on the fence about for a while. I decided to take the Qigong master teaching course so I could teach energy, because that's what Qigong is all about. It's energy medicine, really. And I'm still a newbie, but shockingly, everybody really loved it. So, of course, I practiced my beginner modules over and over again so I could do a good job. But not only did everybody love it, people got better. And anyone who had some of the people who had some health issues had improvements. I encouraged all of them to do Qigong when they get home. And of course, I'll be doing that in future classes. Suzanne Giesen and I will be teaching in November. I believe it's the 5th and 6th. We're going to teach a workshop. Yes, I got the date right. And I'm going to start my area when it's my turn to teach with some sitting Qigong, so that people can feel energy. That's such an important part when you're working with your intuition and your multisensory ability, which those words mean the same thing, by the way, in my opinion, just like psychic, intuitive, all of those things mean the same thing. If you can feel your energy in Qigong, thankfully, because it is helping you move energy throughout your meridian lines and your acupressure points, and by the beautiful flow series, that you start to feel it in your body, which will then help you when you're getting an intuitive answer. You're going to feel that in your body. You're going to be able to recognize it just from practicing Qigong. So anyway, it was very fun, and I appreciate that everyone was flexible. We changed it from yoga to Qigong, and everybody came to every morning session at 8 a.m. So that was it 8 a.m.? Yeah, 8. So that was very nice. I really appreciate it. Super fun.
Sounds amazing.
Yeah.
877-825-8828 for the Manuchehri Show. And we apologize really quickly, though. The YouTube stream, we're working on that. So it's buffering a little bit kind of crazily, but our engineers are doing our thing.
Okay, cool.
Let's go back to the phone lines. And we have now Stephanie joining us from Michigan. Hi, Stephanie.
Thank you for taking my call.
Yeah,
of course, Stephanie, what can I do for you?
Well, I was calling about my younger sister who's been dealing with depression and health issues for a while and been able to live on her own for a few years. And just really maybe any insight you might have about living nearby would help
No.
be more supportive?
Well, I mean, you could, but if it doesn't bring you joy, then please don't do it. One of the first things that needs to happen is you need to stop worrying about her because you are a major worrier. Agreed?
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm not saying that this situation doesn't require some worrying. I'm not saying that, but it actually doesn't help anything. It actually, unbeknownst to us, when we worry about others, we're sending negative energy to them, and we're not really sending positive energy to them. Is your sister on any medication?
She is on a couple medications. She's very, she's not really reaching out to people around her, and my family tends to not. They just kind of let her do what she's doing, but she's not kind of like recovering from some grief and trauma.
Right. But this has kind of been in her life off and on a lot. Agreed?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm going to say something that's going to sound really mean, and I so apologize. I don't mean for it to be, but when I get into information, my job is to report it, right? That's my job. And you may not agree with this statement, but do you think she's a little manipulative?
I'm not sure.
That's what I keep hearing. So because you have her as this huge victim, right? In your head, she's this huge victim from, of course, things that have happened in her life and the way she's responding chemically in her body, and then not a very supportive family, right? And these are all logical reasons why you would worry about her. But I don't want you to hold her in a victim role because your sister holds herself in a victim role. And I keep getting the word manipulative. I do think she's the type of person who would benefit from pharmacology. So I'm glad she's on some medication. I do think she needs if she's getting therapy, I think she needs a different type of therapist, one who's going to help focus on the positivity, not rehashing all the negative things in her life. That would be really good for her, as someone who's maybe more energetically aware, more conscious, not traditional therapist, and certainly not psychoanalyst. That would not be good for her. So maybe someone who doesn't even have the ability to give medical prescriptions for drugs for the brain, but someone who's definitely more creative and is more aware of energy. That would be good for her. But first and foremost, you need to raise your energy about this. It would be fun for you to do what questions. What if my family's doing great? I don't want you to use your sister's name because you worry so much, it drops your energy so quickly. What if the family's doing great? What if mental health is a positive influence in the world and allows people to expand their consciousness? See how general that is? Because you have a real smart brain. Your sister does too. She's a very smart person. And so when your brain gets onto certain language, it's like you can't let go of it and you get stuck there. So make it really, really general and look for someone who can help her to learn to stay out of the victim place. Because whatever
we don't see any limitation to her mentally, that she could be independent and healthy.
I don't know 100% for sure, quite frankly. But first, she needs to get out of this victim place and out of this manipulative place, and then let's see where she is. I think all cards are on the table once those things can be done, but she also has to want to do it. People who play the victim role don't usually want to get better. Did you know that?
Yeah.
And that's where the manipulation comes in. They don't really want the things that you think that they want. They're not desiring that. So you need to be honest with yourself about what's going on as well. But I think she's completely capable of having a different perspective. Eventually, after some really good care from someone who's more conscious, and then of course the sky's the limit for her after that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, totally.
Is that helpful?
Yes.
Okay.
Definitely will work on showing that energy.
Yeah, just and the weird thing is, I know this sounds really weird, and I'm not in any way comparing one of my family members to any of your family members, but people are having experiences that are important for them. I have a family member who's a drug addict and has been for decades and decades. I mean, it's amazing that this person is still alive. And I remember when I started to do energy work, I thought, oh my gosh, now I'll be able to help this person. And this person didn't even want to come to my house for help, let alone listen to anything I had to say at all. And I was so upset about it and disappointed. And I was talking to the universe, and the universe said, why do you think there's something wrong with this person's life? What if this person is living the life that they ordered? And it's just, so we sometimes have different perceptions about what a soul wants to experience and learn. And we have this idea of how things are supposed to be. So just try to change your perception as much as possible and wish for her incredible happiness, however that occurs.
Okay.
Okay?
I will definitely do that.
Okay, good. Have a great day. You're welcome. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye-bye.
Yeah, thanks, Stephanie, for joining us from Michigan, 877-825-8828. We will now take Samantha calling in from New Jersey. Hi, Samantha.
Hi.
Hi, Samantha. How are you?
I'm well, thank you.
I just want to call you Sam, by the way. I don't know why, but I just want to call you Sam.
I go by either one.
Do you really? Okay, great.
Yeah. So last fall, I stopped. I was 48 at the time. I'm 49 now, and I stopped having my cycles completely, which was really odd because I was synced with the moon every full moon, every 28 days. I had my cycle, and I went to my doctor, and she said, "You're in menopause," and I thought, okay, that's fine, whatever. And then in December, I had a period, and it was really heavy, and it was like childbirth. It was awful,
right.
And apparently I'm having some ovarian cysts, and one had burst.
Ouch.
And I had an ultrasound done in the spring, I think in March, and they said I have two, one the size of a grape, and the other's like a golf ball. And
that's pretty big.
I've been doing.
And that's in the in the ovary.
Yes.
Wow.
And I'm a holistic health coach, I'm a Reiki master. I had some energy work done because I don't feel like I can get to what that energy is myself. And that seemed to help. It helped with my cycles because they were all over the place.
Sure.
My doctor wanted to put me on birth control pills, and I won't take them.
Yeah, I think that's a good call on your part. It's not uncommon. I'll tell you about what causes the cysts emotionally and energetically, because emotion and energy, authentic emotions, are the same thing, in my opinion. And it's not uncommon for women to have weirdness happening in their cycle when they are premenopausal or menopausal. It's not unusual for them to have heavy periods or not have a period for a while and get one, or, it's not unusual. It's just kind of the stop and start and move in. And then you've got cysts hanging out in your ovaries, adding to the party. So
right.
The cysts, anything to do with reproductive health, is about repressed anger.
Okay.
Yeah. So you need to throw some temper tantrums. In fact, there's a really favorite, in fact, I wish my 4-year-old granddaughter could hang out with you for a while. I guess the other night she just really let it rip, and luckily my daughter, because I let my kids, have temper tantrums. I thought they were normal expressions of frustration personally. But there's a really cool exercise that I learned years ago where you take like a plastic bat. Maybe you put a bunch of pillows on your bed, like 4 or 5 pillows, and you hold the plastic bat, or you can use a tennis racket, or some device that you're going to use to hit with, and you're going to put it over your head, and at the same time kind of push your fanny out, because you're going to do a pelvic thrust as you bring down the device that you're using to hit those pillows on, and you're also going to like grunt or scream or whatever, like as you bring down the Benny's laughed over here. And I think you should do it for like 5 minutes. And if you don't want to do that exercise, then just lay down on the floor and think that you're 2 or 3 and scream and yell. And you don't have to be angry to do this exercise. Once we start to open up the channel of repressed anger, it just naturally will move out of your body. And you have every right to be pissed. I mean, honestly, I think this is childhood related. And I do think you went to menopause, which wasn't too early, by the way, but early. Like, I think I was 51 when my menstrual cycle stopped. So you weren't too early at all. But I know, because you're healthy, that you expected it to last longer. I have a bunch of friends who don't have kids who maintained their menstrual cycle longer. So sorry, I lost my train of thought for just a second. Oh, you tend to get really stressed. And I think when people run on their sympathetic aspect of their autonomic system and activate that fight or flight response, that burns out their reproductive hormones faster.
Okay.
So,
yeah, that makes sense.
Right. So I think that's what happened, quite honestly. So I think you should, do either one of those exercises or both every day for a while. And if you can't do it, scream in the shower, or if you're driving in the car, roll up the window, scream.
I mean, you leave the windows down if you want.
Yeah, it depends on where you live.
Some people will probably feel you and be like, "Yeah, been there." Let's all do it together.
Yeah, or go in the backyard or whatever. Just let it out. And empathic people, because we don't want to hurt other people and we don't want to freak other people out.
Yeah.
We're not mean typically. I mean, unless we just kind of, what hits the fan, then of course.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Then we get angry. But you need a safe, regular place to let this stuff out.
Okay.
Okay? And then I think everything's going to be fine. The cyst probably will get small or disappear. I wouldn't be surprised at all.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And good luck with all of your work.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Sam, for joining us from New Jersey, 877-825-8828. Sorry about the typo earlier, folks. They were calling another number. It's just a weird day for me. I don't know. I'm making all these mistakes.
I think you're a Capricorn, right?
Yes, I am.
So we had a full moon yesterday.
Yes, it was beautiful this morning.
Did you? I
saw
did not see it. I was
crazy.
Early enough because I'm still on, Europe time a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's the full moon was in Capricorn. And it's a major full moon, and Uranus is involved, and Mars, and we probably need an astrologer to come on the show and give us
last
some,
hour. She did an amazing job.
Oh, did she? Oh, great.
Loretta covered it a little bit.
Oh, great. Love it. So that's probably why. And I have a lot of Capricorn in my chart too, and so does Jen. So weird things can happen even work-wise because it's in our 6th house. Yeah.
Okay, I'll try not to take so much pressure.
Don't worry about
so much on me.
Yeah, whatever. Nice big full moon.
I need to get a device above my head, right? And then, okay, and then scream and yell. All right, so I'll do it after
and
you
a
guys
pelvic
leave.
thrust.
Right, so I got to do it
pelvic
after you guys
thrust,
leave.
Dan, when you hit the racket onto the pillows.
I don't think they would appreciate that if I did that here in the studio. But 877-825-8828. We'll take one more before our last break of the hour. It's Sherry calling in from New Mexico. Hi, Sherry.
Hi, I happen to be a Capricorn as well.
So that's interesting. I'll have to look at that. I have been a bit emotional. So my problem is that my main goal is to improve my mental functioning, my life skills, gaining more stability. I've become aware recently of my difficulty with executive function. And
what do you mean by that? I mean, I can think of a traditional terminology for executive function, but could you express to me what you mean by that?
Ability to plan, to manage time, to have working memory, to impulse control is a big one. Self-awareness, that part of the brain, the front part of the brain.
It's really not your brain. You have a gorgeous brain. You are really hard on yourself, and you're not self-loving. You're not. And you can disagree with me, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
I've
been having a really hard time. Oh, go ahead.
Do you agree that you're not self-loving?
I'm trying to be more, and I am definitely looking at myself more. Like, how can I take care of myself, as if I was my own parent?
Yeah, but self-love. I mean, yes, I like that self-care is lovely, but self-love and self-care are different things. Like, whom do you love in your life? Yeah, the long pause is usually a challenge. When I have a client who doesn't answer to me right away, like if someone said, "Marie, you love," like, "Oh my God, my grandkids, my dog, my children, all my plants." I mean, I love them. So it's really it's hard to experience self-love when you don't have that quick answer. It doesn't mean it's not possible. Of course it is. Of course. So let's try this again. What do you love?
I love children. I love nature. I love my friends. I love my relatives.
Okay.
Friends' pets.
Okay. So the only thing that got really high, because I was measuring your energy as you spoke, was friends' pets. It got really high. So that's what I want you to do for the rest of your life, and it'll change and get better and all of that. I want you to think about your friends' pets and how much you love them, and then I want you to transfer that love into your body for yourself. This is all you need to get your brain, or really just your being, to be in alignment, so that you can have the production that you want. The only reason why this is not happening is because of your severe lack of self-love. It's significant, but not unusual. I would say the majority of the population of humanity self-loathes. And it's really hard to be that full functioning, amazing person in your magnificence, allowing yourself to have the life you desire and you deserve when you're not falling madly in love with yourself every single day. And it's something you have to work on every day. Just like I love my kids every day. I love my dog every day. I love my plants every day. I love all of those things every single day. So you could even try the what if question that I often recommend. What if I fell madly in love with me? Or what if I'm falling madly in love with me, even right now with every breath I take? Because that will help your brain get into that place of self-worth and self-love.
Okay, so I do a lot of practices, a lot of spiritual practice, silent meditation, Course in Miracles, affirmations, chanting, listening to channelers,
doesn't matter.
Cards, like the list. And I'm just wondering, is any of this stuff actually harmful to me? Because I feel sometimes like maybe I'm overemphasizing that and it's a distraction and possibly
I think it's a distraction.
Not as helpful.
I don't do stuff unless it makes me happy. I don't do anything unless it makes me happy 90% of the time. So I don't do stuff to get better or to be smarter or to be more intuitive. I do things that make me happy, which allows me to have, right? But you to fall in love with yourself. Those things aren't hurting you, but you're not doing it. You're not going, oh, tomorrow's going to be so fun. Ooh, I wonder what card my body's going to tell me how wonderful I am today. You're not doing it from that perspective. Right? Okay.
Well, actually, so some of them I am, but I get the point. I do get the point. So I will use that as a guide.
Call us back in a couple months and let us know how you're doing.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. I will work on that. Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome. Have a beautiful day.
You too. Okay. Bye.
Thanks for joining the show. 877-825-8828. Let's break right about now. We're a little bit over. That's all right. We'll take it now. We'll be right back with more from Marie.
The Marie Manuchehri Show is streamed live over the internet. So if you have friends or family members living outside of the Seattle area, wanting answers to life's questions, encourage them to listen to the show and to call into the show to talk with Marie. If you are interested in receiving guidance on an issue in your life, call Marie locally at 425-373-5527 or toll free at 1-877-825-8828 for her insight into your situation.
Hi, I'm Dr. Shelley Place with today's tip for kids from the American Academy of Pediatrics. Kids are full of energy, but keeping them active in their teen years can be a challenge. Aim for an hour of physical activity every day. If they like sports, that's a great place to start. Keep the focus on fun, not winning, and encourage your child to do a variety of activities. If your child isn't meeting that 60-minute goal, gradually increase their activity in ways they enjoy. For more, talk with your pediatrician or visit healthychildren.org.
Alternative Talk 1150. We're on your radio 1150 AM. We're on your HD radio at 98.9 Channel 3.
So many ways to listen.
We're on the web at 1150kknw.com. Streaming live audio and video as well as MP3 archives of many of our shows.
So many ways to listen.
And now, we're on your smartphone or tablet. Download our free app in Apple App Store or Google Play and take Alternative Talk 1150 anywhere you go.
So many ways to listen.
How can Marie Manuchehri help you create a better life? Check out her events page and attend a workshop. Working with Marie is a life-changing experience. If you want to find an effective way to make significant improvements in your life, sign up for a class today at energyintuitive.com.
Make it a great day. Keep your dial on Alternative Talk 1150.
And welcome back to the Manuchehri Show. We're having so much fun here in gorgeous Seattle wearing our shorts and skirts because it's actually warm enough. And I'm also excited to share that I was a guest host with Lisa Bonas on the Shift Network's 2022 Intuitive Medicine Summit that's actually going to begin on, let's see, when does it start? July 25th through the 29th. Thank you so much, Jen. It's a free event airing July 25th through the 29th. I interviewed 7 of the practitioners, and which was really fun. I'm also a practitioner who was interviewed by Lisa. So you can join me for my session, Healing with the Help from the Other Side, on July 25th at 9 a.m. Pacific time. And for more information and to register for free, you can go to my industry event page. It's already listed. You can click on there. That way you'll be able to watch all of the interviews from the Shift Network's 2022 Intuitive Medicine Summit. So exciting.
Fantastic.
Yeah, that was really fun. I got to meet a whole bunch of people and read all about them and talk to them for like 40 minutes. It was really fun.
Pretty good turnout.
Yeah, it was great.
877-825-8828. We'll take now Lulu calling in from Boulder, Colorado. Hi, Lulu.
Hello.
Hi, Lulu. How are you?
Love the energy.
I know. Yeah. What can I do for you?
Well, you have
I can't hear you, Lulu.
repressed. You can't hear me?
It keeps breaking up.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let me go to another spot.
Oh, thank you.
You have partially answered my question with another caller about the repressed anger suggestion. So thank you.
You're welcome.
And I just wanted to follow that up with, I had a huge health journey last year, and it was all second chakra related. And so I'm really excited about a lot of things moving forward. And I just want to make sure that I have heard everything I need to hear about how to complete this health journey and how to really honor it and create the space for the next chapter.
Sure. Well, congratulations on your healing. I'm so happy for you. I'm sure it was a big deal. I'm sure it was a big deal.
Yeah.
When I look at your energy system, on the rest of your energy looks fantastic, by the way. All of your chakras are taking in energy except for your second. You only have a tiny, tiny leak. It's nothing big to be concerned about. However, when I looked at the belt of your waist, if you will, like the ridge, I forget what the iliac crest area on your waist area, on your back portion from hip to hip, you have little tiny holes that go along the horizontal line along the back portion of it. I don't see any leaking happening right now, which is excellent. But whenever I've seen this pattern, which sometimes I only see when people have not only, but have developed serious disease historically, or if I'm treating them at the time, it's from doing too much for other people.
Okay.
And I think, although you can disagree with me, that word came up again, I think you have someone in your life who's relatively manipulative. And I don't think you set good boundaries with that person.
Okay. And one of the things I get a lot of gratification out of is my healing work. Do you feel that maybe I'm not, when I work, I feel that I'm opening up the universal field and channeling that energy. Do you think maybe I shouldn't be doing that work right now, or?
Well, you're better, right? You're healthy right now, correct? So I think that when healers have a health issue, they should not be working. I don't think anyone should, no matter what their job is, if they can. And if we lived in a different country, probably people would get time off, right? And heal their bodies. So I'm not so sure it's your healing work, but I do think you do get too mentally involved in what's going on. And I think you put a lot of burden on yourself. People heal themselves. That's the truth. Your job is to just provide the energy and then don't think about it. I feel very blessed that I don't remember a lot that happens in a session. If anything, if I see a person again, I will hook up into them within a few minutes and start to get information, but I literally won't remember. I had someone at the Greece retreat who I had a session with, and which I didn't remember. And she goes, "Okay, you were spot on." I go, "I have no memory of that experience whatsoever." And I'm so glad I don't remember. I'm so glad, because otherwise I would worry. And I do have sometimes I don't forget, because their situations are so unique and challenging that I do remember them. but I don't remember them all the time. Healers who think about their clients a lot are typically sending negative energy to them. And then they're draining their own energy trying to help them when they're not working with them. So,
I loved your story. I think it was, I can't remember where I read or heard it, but about a man in the hospital who you wanted to lay hands on, and he said no, and he was dying. And I loved the story about what your guides told you. And I keep that in mind a lot in my work, that, everybody's on their own journey.
Yeah. And can you see the beauty in your journey? Even death is beautiful.
Yeah.
Everything is gorgeous. So, so I don't think this is like completely client related. Do you have a partner?
I do.
Yeah. How's that going? Is everything okay?
Yeah, we both have strong opinions about things.
Okay,
nice.
I like that though. I like
we
that.
Definitely get into it.
Yeah, well.
With our opinions, and recently I'm like, maybe we should think about not worrying about right or wrong, but worrying about but really relating.
Do you
both get really attached to our opinions?
Do you ever compromise in this relationship?
I feel pretty strong about my.
But I don't want it to be strong. So, because that's still a fighting energy, right? Right.
Yeah,
that's still fighting energy. I want you to really look, and maybe it's not this person, it could be somebody else, but I'm on your partner, honestly. And I'm not blaming your partner, or I'm not blaming anyone, right? I think it's fine to have strong opinions, but somebody has to compromise.
Right.
To make the relationship work. When you have strong opposite opinions, somebody has to compromise. Right. And I just, is it you? Because that's what these holes mean when I see them in the lower back or anywhere around the abdominal area. Mostly women. I've seen it on a few men, but mostly women. It's because they overcompromise. So
maybe it's the larger compromise I made, which was to move away from where I was living to live where he lived. I wanted to move here. I felt that I wanted to, but it was a big sacrifice being away from my daughters, my daughters,
Sure.
And maybe it's that larger compromise.
It's possible, but that's one. Usually I wouldn't see this much leaking if it's just one big compromise. Okay. It's going to be a lot.
Yeah.
And there's a big, it could be a big part of it if you really miss the kids or your children and where you used to live. But if he can talk you to move away from your family, what else are you agreeing to do? I want you to really sit in this relationship and see how much you compromise. Because half people worse than nice will go, because we can see the both sides of all arguments. Well, yeah, I guess we do that for a while. Oh, that's fine. I'll just do that. But that's how empathic people are. Older souls are too nice.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Wow, not what I expected, but wonderful.
It never is. You're welcome. And good luck with your work.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Penny.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thanks for joining the show today. We appreciate having you. And let's take one more, maybe two. We'll just try one for first. Jenna from Southern California. Hi, Jenna. Welcome to the show.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, good.
We're great, thank you. What can I do for you?
I have, I'm just looking for insight on a romantic relationship.
Okay.
It was like really awesome at first, and now it's like kind of not. And I don't know if I'm like, if it's like, needs to be worked on, or if it's time to let it go. I just don't know how to make that decision.
Well, first of all, you're highly intuitive. I just want you to know that. And most old souls are really intuitive. They've heard so much, they've seen so much, their energy been around so much. They just have natural intuition, but unfortunately, a lot of older souls don't recognize that about themselves. And I'm not saying that about you, by the way, but directly. But you have a leak in the back of your third eye. And when people leak in the back of their third eye, it means they're not looking at the whole story accurately. They're like, so here's what I'd love for you to do, because you want to learn from these experiences, right? We always want to learn from gaining our own insight. I want you to kind of stop trying to figure it out. Just sit back and kind of be an observer, like an objective observer of this relationship, and see what you think is going on, because it's not too serious. Then you can have this conversation with that person and be on a different path regarding it, or you can go, and walk away. You already know the answer. I'm confident you know the answer. You just don't want to see it because you have a leak in the back of your third eye. So you're like, I don't want to look at this intuitively.
How do I fix that leak?
Oh, easily. Just go do what I recommended. Try not to, and you could be holding hands, walking, eating ice cream together, whatever, sitting down at dinner, whatever the deal is, but try to be the observer. Kind of step out of your being in a little bit and be in your auric field and just kind of watch the relationship and see what's going on so you can get a third eye perception of it. Okay? And you're already taking energy back into your third eye just in this conversation.
I always do when I talk to you.
Good. And have fun. Have fun.
Okay.
Always. That's the goal. We can have fun in any moment, all the time, constantly, no matter what's going on in our lives. And that's what we're supposed to be doing. That's what the present moment is all about. Having fun no matter what. Okay?
I think that's part of the problem is that it's not fun anymore.
But let's investigate this. Yep. Right? Let's not just make any decisions. I want you to learn from this experience. I want you to gain some great knowledge and insight. You might be pleasantly surprised. Okay? Okay. Thank you, everybody, for listening to the show. Benny's playing the music, so I have to go. We're happy to be back from Greece. We wish everyone a wonderful, restful vacation somewhere in the world that brings you joy. And joyful blessings for now. Bye-bye.